1243, you didn't take 3.
Okay. You mentioned there were some costs involved that you've expended out of pocket helping Carol with this litigation. I'll start it generally and then I'll break it down quickly if I have to. Do you have a current total of your costs?
No, sir.
All right. Do you have an estimate of your costs?
We have something we did 1999, 2000. We've missed that sheet. 2001, 2002, tentatively, and I have all the checks separated out. I did that. Okay.
I'm talking about from February 18th, 2001 on. This litigation,
You
the
don't
Jersey
get
Village.
that convenience because I have them all separated.
Okay,
you
then
know.
total, what would be your estimate?
I don't have that.
Ballpark?
$1 million.
My cost?
Okay, you know what, you guys just, you gotta
No.
talk to each
I
other.
have an accounting. This is where my husband comes in. I had an accounting, you know, broken down by the years. And I took it.
All right, you know what, I'm going to say, objection non-responsive. I'm going to ask different questions and
I'm saying
answer
I
them to the
have
best.
the checks, the docket sheets, and the travel,
I
but it's
appreciate it.
not current today.
But I'm going to run out of time, so I got to ask you these questions this way.
I know, but
how
I'm
much
answering-
money have you spent on postage, ballpark? Have you spent money on postage in this
Yes.
case? About how much money have you spent on postage?
I don't have any idea.
Okay, how about photos? You spend money taking and developing photos?
You've seen them,
Yeah. Any idea how much that costs?
$25.
Okay. Parking?
Don't know.
Ballpark.
Don't know. Because some was free. I don't know.
Well, here's my question. I'm going to have this marked as State's Exhibit.
I have the
State's
receipts,
Exhibit.
sir.
God. These 2 pages will be Defense Exhibit 7. 7. Yeah. All right. We got these interrogatory responses, I think
Did you say 7?
a couple days ago. Yes, 7. And it says necessary cost, actual receipts, Melinda Honerkamp, $250,000.
Where are you?
I'm on the middle of what's labeled page 5, middle bottom, and then in the dead middle of page 12.
Where's 12?
Here,
No, I could just, let me see.
right there.
No, right here?
I mean, it says page 12.
Oh,
of your
no, I
thing.
just meant, I'm sorry.
250,000. It's mentioned twice. All right, Carol, I have to separate you guys.
I didn't write this.
I'm not saying that you did. What I'm asking is, Ms. Davis has told us that there are actual receipts indicating that you have spent $250,000 in costs relating to this lawsuit. And my question is that accurate?
I can't say. I mean, I have.
Well, I asked you before if you had an estimate of your
I
costs.
have some. You know what I mean? I have
Right.
an idea,
I'm asking you, do you know?
but it's ongoing, and I just keep incurring more debt, so I don't know.
Okay.
I don't.
But to this point, as of September 29th or 30th, 2004, do you have any estimate as to how much you've spent out of pocket on costs in this litigation? We know what Carol's estimate is, but my question is, what is your estimate?
I have a fear of estimating.
All right, well, let me ask you this. Did you give Carol that number?
No.
Do you know, did Carol ask you about how
No.
much you'd spent? So,
No, but no.
Did Carol ask you for a folder of receipts of your expenses or any running total of them?
No.
Okay, back to the letter, which is Exhibit 5.
But, excuse me, but there is a record of this amount somewhere.
Okay.
I'm just telling you. There's a record of this amount somewhere. That's an answer.
But
She didn't make this up.
It's non-responsive. I'm going to object. It's
But
non-responsive.
I don't know if it's this particular one thing, you know.
I want to go back to Exhibit 5. We only have one day to do this, and I know there's plenty more to go, and we haven't even gotten to the incident in question yet. So I want to keep moving. On the question, I will ask you one more question. You have invested money in this case, though.
Yes, but the figure has to come from me,
I
not
understand.
from her.
I understand.
I paid it. She has no access to it. It's private. I've tried to make it public, but no one wants to see it.
Well, Ms. Honerkamp, I'm just asking you if you have any estimate as to what that figure
I have
is.
an estimate, but it's a lot more than that. But it has to do with a lot more litigation.
What is the estimate?
The estimate
Yeah.
is $500,000 is my cost.
Okay.
My time is about $700,000 as of today.
In addition to the
But
cost.
if I had to go to actual cost, we got the checks.
Okay. So your costs are $500,000. Your time is an additional $700,000.
Yep.
And it may go up in the future.
I'm $300 an hour, just like I told Lonnie in 1999. I'm $300 an hour. I'm worth that much.
All right. And is that understood as part of the cost in the agreement?
It's up. My cost is my cost. My cost has to do with my time. My time is different than my cost. The costs are checks.
Okay. So
My time is worth
but
more.
What I'm saying about the $300 an hour is Carol being billed that out of that contract 50-50 settlement, or?
Yeah, I think it's only fair. You know, what would a lawyer charge after 5.5 years of litigating?
So that'll come off the top.
No, that's coming off wherever it comes off. But I'm not, you know, I'm just like a lawyer. You bill $300 an hour, doesn't mean you're going to get it.
Okay. So at this point, your costs and fees are $1.2 million plus.
Yep.
All right. So clearly, you know, you have a financial interest in this case.
And you know it, and has been since the beginning. I've never lied about it or tried to hide it. It's been a contract since 2001, and everybody in the world knows it.
Okay. The next question out of the letter. I want to get back to the letter before we give up the letter. It says she's not allowed to speak or see me.
She wasn't allowed to speak or see anybody.
By who?
By Decker and Sander and her mother and Lynette. I think her mother and Sander and Decker. Or really, yeah.
So, and how do you know that they instructed her not to see you or talk to you?
Because they told me, and because she told me, and my lawyer told me.
All right, and then you say that there's something terrible and illegal toward Carol Davis. That's what you're talking about?
I don't know what, read this to them.
Oh, hold on. Top of what's marked page 2 in somebody's handwriting on there.
It's mine.
Terrible and illegal. Something happening. Who is in Fort Worth? Terrible and illegal toward Carol Davis.
Okay, you want me to read this sentence?
Well, I just want to know if her not being allowed to speak to you or see you was the terrible illegal thing, or whether there was something else terrible and illegal.
The terrible and illegal was the oppression of a plaintiff in a federal lawsuit who has legal rights to freedom and, I thought, liberty.
Okay.
But evidently...
Thank you. That's responsive.
That ain't the case.
In number 6 there on your page, it says, well, go ahead and you read number 6.
I worked for 4 days to provide you with the proper documents I could for Carol Davis, and they were left in her mother's trunk as instructed by her counsels, and she was told to lie.
Okay, who told her to lie?
I don't know. She was here. I don't know who was here. I gave them the box and the Rule 26, and she left my house. And
What was the lie?
They lied to you and said they didn't have the Rule 26 box.